For question number 51, there are some things that you need to know how to do first. One of those things is how to deal with sine, cosine, tangent when they are not in the form of fraction. We do go over this in the SOHCAHTOA lesson. So if you want to do that lesson first, it would help you with this, but I'll do my best to teach you how to do it without doing that full lesson as well, because you can simply convert these decimals into fractions if you want it in the format that you're used to seeing it in. So what they are asking us for is to find the length of BP. And almost certainly the way that we're going to find BP is we're going to find the length of OP and subtract out OB. Thankfully, OB is the same length as AO. And therefore, we can find AO because we can use the SOHCAHTOA proportions that they have given us to be able to find that. And the one we need is tangent because we're coming from angle P, and therefore we can use the adjacent side to find the opposite side. And so we're going to need to use our tangent. If you don't know how to deal with the decimals, you can just go ahead and convert the decimal into a fraction, which is going to give you the proportion of opposite over adjacent. And then we can just set up what we already have. We know that the adjacent side of P is 12. We're trying to find the opposite side, so we can just set up that proportion. And now we can either cross multiply, or you can just multiply the numbers that are opposite each other and divide by the other. So 91 times 12 divided by 250, which is 4.368. So we know that this side length is going to be 4.368, which is going to be the same as this side length, 4.368. And now we can just find the length of the full hypotenuse. And so we can use sine to be able, or rather cosine, because cosine is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. We already have the adjacent. We also have the opposite now, so we could use either one, but the adjacent is an integer, so it's a little bit easier to wrap our minds around. So to turn the 0.94 into a fraction, we just do math enter after inputting the decimal, and we find that the proportion of adjacent over hypotenuse is 47 over 50. We already know that the adjacent is 12, and so we're just going to try to find that hypotenuse. We can cross multiply, or you can just multiply the two numbers that are opposite each other, 12 times 50, and then divide by the other number by 47 to find out that the entire hypotenuse is 12.765 and some change. And we will go ahead and just subtract out the 4.368 to find that the length from B to P is 8.397, which is answer E.